Within a couple of hours of the release of director Sanjay Puran Singh's Bahattar Hure, a large section of India's Godi media pronounced the film a serious take on terrorism. It is made with honest intention, wrote a critic for an English national daily. Ashok Pandit, the co-producer of the film, was quick to rub it in. I have no time for those who call it a propaganda film. They are insecure people. Films like Kashmir Files, The Kerala Story, and Bahattar Hure show a truth our film industry was shy of showing until recently. We have not made the film for those who consider a serious take on terrorism as propaganda, Pandit told the Hindu. As it turned out, a few hours later, Bahattar Hure was failing to get even 72% audiences inside the mini halls of multiplexes. The film collected merely 0.35 crores in opening day collection, thereby failing to live up to all the social media hype. Incidentally, the film's trailer, which had not been cleared by the Central Board for Film Certification in India, which had raised objection to the use of a couple of sequences in isolation in the trailer. The makers, however, released it on social media anyway. This came on the heels of the film's teaser being released about a month ago, wherein Osama bin Laden and Qassab etc. were put on the same page, held responsible for all acts of terrorism since 2002. The teaser was factually inaccurate, but it served its purpose of creating awareness about the film lying in the cans for the past 4 years. Awareness, though, did not translate into cinema footfall. That is a rare failure for the dream merchants of Hindi cinema, who have been busy peddling the right-wing narrative in a series of films aimed at creating social polarization in the country and thereby helping the Hindutva forces. Much before Bahattar Hure, we had the Kashmir Files and the more recent, the Kerala Story. Steeped in selective amnesia, factual inaccuracy has marred all of these films, while Vivek Agnihotri's Kashmir Files related only the plight of Kashmir Pandits who were displaced from their homeland, leaving the Muslim refugees out. The Kerala Story talked loudly about 32,000 women being forcibly converted to Islam, only to take the claim off its promotional video after legal intervention. Both the films raked it rich at the box office, and the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders did not shy away from supporting their pack of selective truth and half-lies. The films were watched by many MPs, MLAs and chief ministers and granted tax-free status in places like Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Madhya Pradesh, all ruled by the BJP. The message was loud and forceful. Make more movies aimed at furthering right-wing propaganda and reap the rewards. The Bollywood directors were quick to get the message. And Hindi cinema, which at one time had space for a kind Khan Chacha, a benevolent neighbor in almost every film, decided to soak in saffron. There are some half a dozen Hindi films at various levels of production which aim to tell the audiences about the greatness of Hindutva leaders, even as others shine the lens on the supposed faults within the Muslim society. In the latter category falls Ajmer 92, which talks of a gang rape of two girls some 30 years ago in Ajmer, a township frequented by millions of followers of the Sufi buried there. The Jamiat Ulema Hind in India has already sought a ban on the film, just as it had gone to court against the Kerala Story. After Ajmer 92, there are no signs of abatement of propaganda. Lining up for release are films like Dr. Hedgewar, a biopic on Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh founder Keshav Baliram Hedgewar, Main Deen Dayal Hoon, a biopic on Hindutva icon Deen Dayal Upadhyay, and another film called Swatantra Veer Savarkar, a biopic on the champion of Hindu nationalist ideology V.D. Savarkar. These are a few examples of Hindi films conforming to the dominant ideology of Hindutva nationalism as promoted by the right-wing government in the country. They aim to project history from the lens of Hindutva practitioners. Then there is Bhagwadhwaj, a high-budget historical epic delving into the origins of the RSS, which is the umbrella for all the Hindutva groups, and the ruling BJP party has close ties with the organization. Bhagwadhwaj's screenplay has been done by V. Vijendra Prasad, an acclaimed screen director and writer who was associated with films like Bahubali and RRR. Prasad has already won his rewards. He was nominated to the Rajya Sabha by the BJP government. Yet again the message has been delivered. Use Hindi cinema to expand the vision of right-wing government and you shall thrive. Hate and bigotry have millions of takers in India, and Hindi cinema is dishing it out without any compunctions.